This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. Off we go from Southern California. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing to begin, it's Stafford. That's caught by Puka. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Play action, Stafford. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Brings up third and 5.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown. Fairbairn able to add the extra point. And the Texans have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So, Greg, here come the Rams, and for a minute there in the offseason, maybe this would have looked very differently, but Matthew Stafford is back. Sean McVay is here. And I don't know about you, but when I see those two together, I get worried if I'm on the other side of the field.
I'll tell you what, you think back just a couple years ago. They swing for the fences, Mike. They do the blockbuster trade to get Stafford from Detroit to L.A. It leads to a Super Bowl and then some tough times. They kind of fell into a little bit of a ditch trying to rebuild that roster that they mortgaged the future on. And I think what really gets your attention the most, for as good as Cooper Kupp was, now he's gone, as good as Puka Nacua is, and the offense now going to run through him, it's that defense, man. I mean, these young defenders, they have on that side of the ball, good ass, they play physical. I think it's now turned into a little more of a defensive-led team, which is hard to believe when you're talking about an offense led by Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay.
This one complete to Atwell. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
15 yards. That's another Rams first down.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. From the 35, here's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
On the option, here's Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll go again here with Williams. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Daniil Hunter with the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's second and 9. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And the Rams are going to be set up first and goal. Made at the 9.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Rams.
Here's Stafford. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football as they come up now, second and goal. Williams, and this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
Daniil Hunter on
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. It is brought in the end zone. Byron Williams. Touchdown, L.A. Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Rams will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Texans, and Greg, this is a good run. Back-to-back division titles, back-to-back 10-7 seasons. Question now for this Texans franchise. What's the next step? How do they take the step to join the big teams in the AFC?
I'm with you, and I think after the promise of 2 years ago with C.J. Stroud and that great rookie season, DeMeco Ryans' year 1 as a head coach, even though they won the division, Mike, there was a bit of a regression. I think anybody who watched them, anyone who studied, said this wasn't exactly the Texans, especially on the offensive side of the ball, that we saw in year past. So as that division continues to get better, they're not going to have the luxury of 6 games a year where they're the better roster. So they've got to improve. They've got a new look offense with a new offensive coordinator. What impact does that have on the development of C.J. Stroud? As C.J. Stroud develops, as he goes, the rest of that locker room and team, they're going to go right alongside him.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They are set up with 1st and goal.
First down, Houston.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 21st. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. Greg, you take a peek back and look at the NFC West in totality, you just are reminded of how quick things change. I don't think anybody in the country thought the 49ers would be the last place team in this division last year. Shows you, one, how changeable it is, but also the quality of teams in this division.
Absolutely. And I mean, they were the Super Bowl favorite, at least out of the NFC a year ago, and then to find themselves 6-11 at the bottom looking up. Pretty remarkable, but to your point, like, it just shows health, a little bit of good fortune. The other teams in your division, if they're a little weaker, your path is stronger. There's so many elements. The way the NFL schedule is set up, it's all tight. If you're good, we're trying to bring you back down towards the middle. If you're bad, we're trying to bring you up towards the middle. It's a league of parity. It's a league of ups and downs, and the teams that can break through that and sustain success, we got to give them a lot of credit.
And what I love about this division, Greg, is the different philosophical challenges that defenses see. We know Kyle Shanahan does with the Niners, the Rams and Sean McVay, always at the top end of the game. And then the unpredictability of Kyler Murray, plus the physicality that Seattle has played with. You've got to have a lot of clubs in your bag to play defense in the NFC West.
Oh, absolutely. And just think even a couple years ago, it was even harder when those teams were all competing for Super Bowls year in and year out. So it's a really good division. You have to be able to play really top-tier defense, to your point, because all 6 of those games, when you play all 3 of those division rivals, it feels different, it looks different, and if you're not good, they're going to score 30 on you. So it's a big challenge. It's not a division for the weak of heart, and it's going to be fun to follow along and see who comes out on top.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. He's got his man. It's Nico Collins. And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line. Stroud trying to rally the troops and get them to the line quickly.
First down, Texans.
They go right back to Collins. He's got it again. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
Texans first down.
Stroud going to set up to throw. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Flush to his right. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. Here's Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Fairbairn's kick
The kick
is good. And the Texans build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. D'Amico Ryan's there, the Texans' former linebacker, their current head coach. His guy's going to take over here once more. This one complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Greg, when you look at the AFC South, there's an appreciation for what the Houston Texans have done. A couple of different quarterbacks, a couple of different head coaches. They've really been the team over the last several years that has been the team to beat in this division. And for the others, there's been moments. The question is, what pieces can they put together to try to knock Houston off the top?
Yeah, and you know, nobody wants to be in a league, right, Mike? Your coach got fired probably for a reason. You're drafted at the top of the draft order for a reason. Typically means things didn't go great. But if you're going to rebuild, I'll tell you, you want to do it in a division where there's a lot of wins on your schedule, and that's certainly the AFC South over the last couple years. So as bad as things feel if you're Jacksonville and Tennessee, the fact that there's not a big dog in your division, your ability to find yourself climbing up the ladder is not as far away as it might seem in the moment.
And Greg, I've heard you say a bunch of times, if you have a quarterback, you have a chance. Well, both of the teams at the bottom of the division last year, Jacksonville and Tennessee, they've got #1 overall picks as their quarterbacks. One who's been around for a bit in Trevor Lawrence and one who's recently been drafted in Cam Ward. They have to be #1 overall pick performers. That one taken in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. They'll go play action with Stroud. And downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
28-yard gain.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10.
Tony.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. From the 38 now, here's second and 5.
Second and 5.
They'll go right back to Mixon. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
Here's Stroud.
down.
And this ball incomplete on third down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is so it's a win here for the Texans. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign.